go, Corey. Listen up. Here we go. I'm the new kid, moving in, getting it done. And I'm officially the candidate for having some fun, you know. You better call my Corey. Yeah, I'm talking about an all-out party, and we're getting this started. Mr. President, you mind some electric guitar, yeah? Washington, D.C., I'll never be the Anchor River. Corey, 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 no. Yeah, it's a party every week, baby. Corey, 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 check it out. That's right, I'm in the house. You gotta shake it up and change it. Shake it up, rearrange it. Just a little bit. Got a new plan. Hey, Uncle Sam, look out now. We got Corey in the house. I'll tell you, Corey in the house. I'm your man.
That was beautiful.
You know it. Hey, it's your boy, Nicky B. DJ Nicky B. Spitting up that harsh fire.
Great start off. Yes.
You know it is. It's your boy. Rap God 76 here. I was running through the 6 with my woes.
Money, man. Mason, we gotta put him down.
Cash rolls everything around me. Dollar bills.
You know, I feel like this isn't as bad as Matty B though.
Matty B? Did somebody say Matty B? Dude's a straight up inspiration. He's a G. That Matty B. Stick rhymes, bro.
Sick rhymes.
Thank you. I got a whole legion of fans. You just need to understand.
Cause you gotta
when I step up to this mic, I get things done right.
I'm a spiritual lyrical. Jeez.
I'm a spiritual, lyrical, miracle, spiritual, miracle, what?
Okay, so now that we've gone on for 5 minutes without even having to, for just shouting random stuff, do you guys have any news? Have you ever seen the Pizza Party podcast? They go for the first, 20 minutes with yelling random stuff. Yeah.
I've seen the Pizza Party podcast on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Well, Gilbert, as I understand, you have a little bit of your own news, so I'm gonna let you get us started off now, real quick, okay? Okay, you got that? I got that, son?
What?
Why don't you go ahead and start off the news, because I know you had a couple of things that you had already written down in preparation.
Okay, so, hey, that's pretty good. Okay, so basically, contrary to fan suggestions, the new Call of Duty is going to be based in space, which I know a lot of people aren't happy. Yes, as far as we know, it's going to be based in space. Yeah, it's not 100%
a lot of
confirmed.
People
are not. Well, Mason, it's called Infinite Warfare. Yeah, that just might mean it goes on forever, because it's like one of the worst games ever that nobody plays, and it lives in forever like a fossil.
What, Sonic 06?
Exactly. But they've already announced with it that more people are happy about this than the actual next Call of Duty. They are actually
And this hasn't been confirmed either.
No, it's already been confirmed.
It has?
Yes, they are remastering Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Because I thought it was just a bunch of rumors.
No, they've actually announced it.
Let me check this out.
Well, it wasn't announced. It was leaked by Target. That's a good song. But it was leaked by Target.
What?
Yo, I've been hearing all these rumors, but on my back I got all these tumors. I think I'm dying. It leaves me crying. My family thinks I'm a disappointment. Here I am applying my ointment to these tumors due to these rumors. Illest rapper around, both figuratively and lyrically, literally. Wet side rapping.
So it was a leaked
Surgery
ad.
is prepping.
It was a leaked ad?
Fresh out, dog.
What was it?
Isn't that what happened with the Arkham remastering stuff? Leaked ads?
It was Level Cap Gaming's video.
Who's Level Cap's gaming?
He's a dude who covers all first-person shooter and gaming news.
Well, can you trust him? I saw the leaked Infinite War ad, but it looked like somebody took Battlefield and put Call of Duty on it, so it might have been fan-made. But
no,
is this official, or is he just some like cheap person trying to get attention?
No, it is official. Like, well, it's from Target, so I'm assuming it's official.
It could be fake picture though, maybe. I don't know.
It could be a fake picture. Because all I know is that there's that stuff with the whole emoji stuff from Activision. That's all I knew about it.
Well, the next piece of news, Battlefield 5 is, they're releasing the title and I'm assuming a small trailer about the gameplay on May the 6th, which I'm personally excited. I'm personally excited for the next game in the Battlefield series that is actually following the story.
Yes.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Mason, you got that game audio turned down just in case?
Yeah, it's under half.
Yo, man, that's pretty good. Sounds nice.
We got four
Check
live
your privilege, though.
We got 4 live viewers, Nick. It's a new record.
Whoa.
Oh, dang, we're raking in the views. Call me Whoopi Goldberg, because we be in all them views. You get it? Because, you know, they brought back the show Angry Beavers.
That was a show?
They call it The View. That's not my joke. I forgot where I heard it from. I think it was Bo Burnham's. I don't remember.
I get it.
I remember I used to have an app called Angry Beavers. It was like a rip-off of Angry Birds.
Angry Beavers?
Angry Beavers is the Nick show. From like the 90s.
Unless Angry Birds must be a rip-off of it then.
Well,
Angry Birds movie, you guys excited about that?
I'm like super hyped.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great.
I can't search on my laptop's being like an idiot. I can't search in YouTube. Like the YouTube search bar won't work.
Ooh, another piece of news: the game The Division. It is actually, it's either not going to PC or when they go to PC, they're not going to continuously update it. And that is because since the game is the way it is, they can't like put in patches to make hackers stop hacking. So there's always going to be hackers and all that stuff.
Let me set the hacker. I made my own Minecraft mod.
I hacked into the mainframe.
I made my own Minecraft mod.
Well, it's not going to be good. So that
cancerous?
Might be the downfall of it.
It's hilarious because I'm on YouTube and
what's cancerous?
One of the recommended
other
videos.
Than my uncle, who's in stage 4 remedial. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
You know what's cancerous other than my uncle, who's stage 4 terminal cancer right now? No, I'm just joking. Whenever they have mods for Minecraft intended to make the girls of Minecraft sexy. How can we continue living in a world where that exists?
Oh,
it's
guys.
Pixels. It's Pixels. It's Adam Sandler's Pixels.
It's funny because that's a horrible movie.
I guarantee you people are searching that stuff right now.
I'm trying to find our podcast because it's I titled it wrong. I forgot to change the title to the new one.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you feel nice and disappointed in yourself because your actions are they're just, it's
I can't even use the YouTube search bar.
Oh goodness, Mason.
No, like for real,
Mason, what have you done?
Take it back. What's more cancerous than my uncle in stage 4 is Mason's actions right now. It's Mason as a whole. Let's give him a nice, healthy round of applause. Healthy round of applause meaning unlike him and his cancer.
Because they're such bullies.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, you punk?
Yep, I'm going to my phone. I can't use my laptop. It's being cancer.
Well, let's see. Any other news?
Probably giving you cancer.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Cancer is,
yeah.
can be spread. spread like that in their AIDS, you know what I'm saying?
Mason, do you have any of that there?
Yeah, Fallout 4 Creation Kit is in beta.
I have some of that in their AIDS. Does that count?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got at least 3 venereal diseases. It's a little bit of a trying to determine all of it right now. 3 confirmed, I should say. More on the way, I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying? I get around.
Diseases.
When I come around.
That was an okay song.
It's an okay song.
What
are you guys doing? I don't understand.
I was humming the tune to When I Come Around.
I was humming the tune to the Rocky theme.
Oh.
Why were you humming?
Why were you humming the tune to the Rocky theme?
Why not?
Guys, this is the Fool's Paradise ASMR podcast. Today, we'll be bringing you relaxing sounds from the void. Now, we appreciate you being here. Relax. Bring you alive with satisfaction.
Do you think there will be any other podcast or
You're dying.
Wait, guys.
any other news, guys?
I never got to do my soothing sounds of ASMR podcast. I mean, you didn't let me get it. Okay. The first soothing sound we'll be listening to, and I'll ask you this. Can you smell it?
Hello. Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Fool's Paradise podcast. Can you spray into my mic?
Can you smell
I can smell it. I can smell it. Welcome
I think we just lost a viewer because of that.
Well, good riddance. That's all I got to say.
I can't type in any YouTube search
You
thing.
can't accept me for who I am on the inside. You're
Well,
not worthy.
I
You
can't
can't
type
accept me at
anything
my
into
worst.
YouTube.
You can't take me at the best.
Oh gosh.
Crawling in my skin. The world is something. I don't know.
Crawling
Anyways,
in.
I didn't mean to interrupt your news segment or anything, but I felt like I needed to get that off my chest. I need to get those whispers escape from my beautiful, lush lips. Anyways, Mason, what were you going on about for your news?
About what? Oh yeah, I was gonna say the Fallout 4 Creation Kit was released.
What's that mean?
It's pretty much what the developers use to create the game. It
Is that a
allows
piece of like creationism propaganda?
no. It allows users of the game to create like high quality mods.
Speaking of modding, the developers of GTA has decided to sue modders. Like, because
What scrubs?
because they're modding in money, but maybe they should take a hint that their money's too expensive.
Well, listen. Wise elderly man once told me, cash rules everything around me, cream on the money, dollar bill, y'all. And moving on. Money's everything,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Seriously though, money's great. I love money.
It's my
I feel
favorite
like
thing.
I can connect with Mr. Krabs on a personal level, a deep emotional level. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
How deep?
But hey,
on
I
an
am
emotional
Jewish,
level?
so... Oh, never mind. That was a hit below the belt. I'll admit that. I'm not even Jewish.
Maybe Chrome will work because my YouTube is being an idiot.
Google Chromosome.
That's the first time I've heard that.
That face when you've been chromosomed.
Oh.
You guys hear about him? Have you seen that picture where it's like friend zoned except with? I'll tell you later. It's a bit offensive. But you guys hear about that news that Punisher's getting his own Marvel Netflix TV series? You guys hear about that?
Nope.
I did not hear about that.
He is. Gilbert, have you watched any of Daredevil season 2?
I've been watching it. Yes.
Have you seen The Punisher?
Yes.
Are you a fan of his character?
Yes.
Well, you can watch him even more now with this new series coming up. We don't know a whole lot about it now. They just released a quick little teaser thing that didn't show any footage from the show, of course. I don't think they've started rolling anything, filming or shooting, but just showed the skull and whatnot, said it was coming, so I'm pretty psyched for it. The Punisher was easily the best part of Daredevil season 2 in my opinion. And I think they can easily form a good show out of his out of all the stories that he has and out of his experience. I mean, seeing how well they handled him in Daredevil, I think that they can make a good show out of him.
Hey guys.
What are you guys' thoughts?
I agree with you.
That was quick.
Yes, I just agree with you. That's it.
You, Mason?
I agree too.
That's all you're gonna get me to work with?
Yes.
I wasn't paying too much attention. I'm trying to get this to work.
What is?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Johnny.
Meanwhile, the Flash director, not anymore, the man who was set to direct the Flash movie for DC, has reportedly dropped out of the project.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. The Flash movie will probably... The movie itself will carry on, I think, most definitely. It'll carry on. But the director himself will be leaving. He left. And the rumor has it that the Aquaman director may be following.
Aquaman?
So, I'm not sure what this says about the DC cinematic, or the DCEU, or whatever they're calling it.
Wait, Aquaman?
And how they handle their people, but that doesn't bode well. Now, I don't think neither of these are essential components. James Wan is a pretty talented director, I think. I think he could do that, but I don't think either one are necessary to the growth of these movies. But that said, it is a bit of a toll, and it does leave some bad PR for DC. What do you guys think?
Yes.
So, since they're switching gears.
What? Yep. My is cutting.
What?
You're just unplugging and plugging into your mic.
What?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Gilbert, is your mic is cutting more than an emo 14-year-old listening to My Chemical Romance on a Saturday night.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a funny. You made it funny. You made it funny.
I made a goof. I made a gaff. We're all about the light side of comedy, right, guys?
Yeah.
If it ain't light, it ain't right.
We don't smoke faces.
I said light. As in, like, sunlight. What are you talking about? There's no implications there.
Guys, I finally did good in life.
That's good to hear. How so? Hey, that's pretty good.
I got the Chrome extension.
That is, you did do good in life. I'm proud of you. I said it. Now leave my home.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm so proud of you. I'm proud. Any more news?
I don't got.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I forgot something.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Let's see.
Civil War comes out Friday.
Yeah, Civil War.
Yeah, it does. Oh yeah. That's what this whole podcast topic is based off of, pretty much. Well, not Civil War itself. That'll probably be the next week's. But this week's, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it.
Sadly, we have a full day of school instead of getting school off.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Wait, it's like a full day?
Yeah, thanks.
No, never mind. We're getting sidetracked. Getting sidetracked. Sorry, I think I had a seizure there. Nathan Fillion. You guys know Nathan Fillion, right?
No.
Mal from Firefly.
Oh, yeah.
He's like cool. Castle, you know what I'm saying? He's in that show, I think. Right? Maybe.
You should have just
that
said
one show that every 40-year-old mom watches. Drinking their red wine.
That's a few shows you're talking about there, Nick.
Oh yeah. Well, he's been confirmed to play Wonder Man in Guardians of the Galaxy Dose.
Who's Wonder Man?
Volume 2. Volume Dose. You guys excited to hear this?
Well, I don't know.
No, I am.
I don't know who Wonder Man is.
They have liberated the Commonwealth.
What is crap? Wonder Man, basically, to make a long story short, he got experimented on, I think, and then he was evil dude. They manipulated it. They made him think he was evil dude, but then he fights some good dudes, and he becomes good dude, and then he fights evil dudes. That's Wonder Man for you.
What a sad.
He becomes like a pacifist at one point. It's weird. He dies a couple of times. Sometimes he wears these douchey shades, like douchey sunglasses. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he's got a weird like head thing, like it goes over his head and it just leaves a face window, like Machine Man or something. But yeah, that's basically Wonder Man in a nutshell.
If that's not another Savage, I don't know who is.
Simon Williams. Also, his brother is the Grim Reaper, like the villain, the Grim Reaper, the one with the blade for a hand. You need to catch up on some of that Marvel, boy.
I'm sorry, I've been watching Rob Explains.
You need to be raised, right?
I've watched Rob Explains for the past like 3 days. I feel like I was pretty caught up.
Explained.
Same thing.
Rob Explains isn't gonna help you much with some of them comics. Comics Explained, will you?
It's gonna help me with the Flint water crisis, though.
That's true. That's true. He does explain it pretty efficiently in a fast time. In this, whoa, man! In this edition, it looks like he's gonna be some sort of an actor of sorts, which will be entertaining. I know Nathan Fillion and James Gunn have a history of working together. Nathan Fillion has been in a lot of his works, like Slither, and he was even in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, although not as a major character. He was just in there for a cameo. I don't know if you guys remember the alien that Groot lifts up via his nostrils.
Yeah.
But that was Nathan Fillion in a quick cameo role. He was all rumored to be Nova. He's gonna be playing Nova in the MCU. That was a big rumor, like maybe a year ago or something, or while they were doing that. But nope, we have officially gotten word that he is playing Simon Williams, Wonder Man. So yeah, a little bit of
Speaking of Nathan, I know this is a little late for the news, but the new Thief, or the new Uncharted Thief's End, I think Nathan Drake might die, which is weird, because which I think is weird, because why would they kill off a character? Because a thief's end, and the end of a thief.
Yeah.
FIFA in the night.
FIFA. I play some of that FIFA.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
That's a blatant lie.
It's a pretty solid
soccer. I like football. I know
It's
Gilbert
fine.
does though.
Yeah, soccer's pretty cool.
The football.
Yeah. The football.
The football.
Golazo. I don't know if you've ever watched football in Spanish, but that's crazy. They say they repeat the word goal like 70 times in a span of 3 minutes. It's crazy.
I thought you were my shit.
The football.
But the football.
Do you think we
The
should get
flitters, the football, the pator.
the football?
The football. The football for a fresh horse like moi.
Football. Do you think we should get to our main topic?
Well, I got
Maybe.
one little bit of news for you, Gibbs. I'm just gonna call you Gibbs. We got an official title for that in there, Spiderman movie. You know about Spiderman? Spiderman?
Spiderman.
Spiderman. He's gonna be in Civil War, Spiderman.
You know about
Yes,
Spiderman?
Yes,
Spiderman.
Pete
Peter-
Spiderman Parker.
Peter Dinklage, Spiderman.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see Peter Dinklage as Spider-Man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage as Spider-Man would be one of the best
Yeah.
movies of all time.
They missed out on their chance. They got this Tom Holland kid. It's all about the Dink.
I find
It's
an
all about
Angry
Pete
Birds
Dinkle,
theme
man.
for Chrome.
It's all about
all about
Pete
the
Dinkle.
I find an Angry Birds theme for Chrome.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I believe
boy.
in the P. I believe in the P Dinkle.
This is a terrible
Repeatedly.
theme. You know, I've never used Chrome before, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you.
That now would be an opportune time to play that. Actually,
I did.
Yeah.
go ahead, Mason.
I did.
Oh, we didn't hear it.
Oh, well,
Go
here.
ahead, play it again. Oh,
Is that like a
yeah.
soundboard or something?
No, it's a Chrome extension.
No, like what you're playing, is that through Chrome or is that just through?
It's through Chrome.
Magic. It's magic, man. It's
Oh.
freaking sorcery.
Oh, it's magic. You know.
Oh, it's magic. You know.
I've never used Chrome before, so I really don't know how to use Chrome.
Well, you're learning. That's all that matters.
No, it doesn't.
Speaking of learning, the title of... Okay, I was really reaching for a transition, but the title of the new Spider-Man film will be Spider-Man Homecoming. Thoughts, reactions?
I heard about that.
It's so good because it's centered towards teenagers. Because you know, homecoming's a thing that most people go high school.
Because it's like Spider-Man, and he's in high school, and he's going to Homecoming, but it's like he's back at... But it's like he's back at Marvel, so it's like Homecoming.
Whoa!
Two meanings. In all honesty, I think it's a fine title.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's a fine title. You know,
That's
I
a
think
pretty
it's-
solid title.
I think.
Wait, someone play it. Someone play it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. He always know.
Oh my! I don't know if this is the greatest or the worst Chrome theme.
Also, did we ever get the chance to talk about the Doctor Strange trailer?
Oh, we have not talked about the Doctor Strange trailer.
Well, in that case, let's cover... Or the Cloak and Dagger TV series being confirmed, did we?
Oh, what?
Okay, we'll just do these real quickly. Cloak and Dagger TV series getting made. What are your thoughts? What are your reactions?
Cloak and Dagger, as in the Marvel character.
Yes, Cloak and Dagger as in the Marvel characters.
That OG guy.
So-
I didn't know about this, but I didn't have to watch it.
The teleporting guy and the girl who makes energy
know.
knives.
Those,
And the
that
girl
was
who
my-
makes
that was like my
that-
favorite
that's a
thing
good way to
from
explain it.
from the Civil War comic.
Oh yeah, they're neat characters. They're kind of obscure, which is why I'm a bit surprised that they're making a show out of them. But I think there's potential to be made. There's potential
also
for
they
greatness.
Well, they also made the Daredevil TV show.
True, but
and-
Daredevil is a pretty...
Yeah,
he's
he's-
a lot more popular than Cloak and Dagger. He always has
Oh.
been.
Minion theme.
Oh boy, you know.
Well,
you know me, I love
Minion.
I love me some minions.
Ooh, FNAF theme.
What was that voice?
FNAF theme. Yeah.
Just admit it. You want a minion too.
Put the lotion in the basket.
I can't find any good
lotion on
themes.
its skin or else it gets the hose
There's not
again.
a single good Chrome theme on here.
Put the lotion in the basket. Put the lotion in the basket. Oh
Nick,
man, I love
Nick,
that.
I think I might have found something better than a Minion theme.
What?
Mason, how many viewers do we have?
Hold on, let me
4,
check.
probably.
Last time I checked,
Probably
it was
zero.
actually
Probably
6.
0.
Last time I checked,
Probably
it was
0.
six.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were doing really
Oh
good.
man, we're really exploding in the views department. Tell you what, we're gonna be web famous by tomorrow.
How many, Mason?
Let me check.
666, Mark of the Beast, Devil, ah ha ha. Yes.
Well, oh,
Man. You know, we never even... Okay, before we forget, let's talk about this Doctor Strange trailer, though.
okay, well,
Seriously, we haven't done a podcast in 3 weeks. We missed out on this. I know it's late, but we should probably cover it. What are you guys' thoughts, reactions?
Yes.
Goofs, gaffs? I thought it looked pretty good.
It was
Ben
great.
Pinnock's, Cumber Cabbage Patch.
I think it was great.
Benadryl Lumber Patch?
Yeah, Benadryl Lumber Patch.
Benefit Cucumbers? He looked like he was doing pretty good. It was interesting to see him put on one of them fancy schmancy Americano accents. But it
Yeah.
worked. He sounded like a true American hero.
But, you know, I think
like
I
the
will
emphasis that the trailer placed on his precious hands.
Yeah.
With the scene where he's like putting them underwater and doing all these swirls and stuff. I don't understand none of that jujitsu, none of that sorcery or tomfoolery, but that said, it would look neat. And his hands are essential.
I will always remember Benefit Lumberyard as Khan. Khan. You know Star Trek?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick.
Although, didn't a lot of people
Awesome
not
anime
enjoy
theme.
his interpretation of Khan?
No, they did. Like, a lot of people did, but a lot of people didn't.
True. Ben and
A lot
Danny
of
does have a
people
lot of
like
fanboys. Or fangirls. I thought it was cool, a lot of the effects that they did. I mean, I'm hoping that the movie's pretty trippy, because I'm in.
Yes.
Comics
Yeah.
were made in the 60s, psychedelic, 60s, 70s
Psychedelic.
time frame. Where these things, or it was like 70s, 60s, Jack Kirby crazy, Steve Ditko, you know what I'm saying? Completely psychedelic. It was really unique in the way that it was. There wasn't anything really like it, and with all the crazy colors and the mystical adventures, it offered a lot to a lot of different types of readers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking to people who went to
Yeah.
Woodstock, you know?
Those
Living their
people.
van down by the river. Living the good life. But it looked good from what I saw. I want to see more, which is good. I think that they did a good job in casting Doctor Strange as Benedict Cumberbatch. I was skeptical at first because I wasn't sure how he was gonna go, but I think, and we didn't get to see a whole lot, but I do think that he did a pretty good job from what the trailer gives us to see.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hey, that's pretty
What were you
good.
saying? Hey. What were you saying, Mason?
I don't know. Although I've discovered
Talking
that
about that
Chrome
weeaboo language.
Chrome is pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never really been a big
Shocking revelations.
never been a big Chrome person, Nick.
What are you talking about? You have a whole lot of extra chromosomes.
I know, but you don't gotta point it out.
Maybe a few less, actually. Now, come to think about it. No, I'm just- So topic. You guys want to hop onto there, peruse through the.
I'll hop on that
area?
topic. Oh, hop on the topic. Yeah.
Hop on, pop. And look, that cover of that book looked painful as I remember it. If I remember, it was a bunch of kids jumping on their stomachs, like, no, not jumping on their stomachs, jumping on their pop's stomach. I mean, I imagine it's gonna do all kinds of damage. Probably some broken rib cage action going on. Some
The story of the story of the Catholic priest scandal.
Shattered rib cage probably punctured his heart. Probably killed their pop.
Have you seen that? It was like Hop on Pop, the story of the Catholic priest scandal or whatever.
No, have you seen the movie Spotlight where they talk about the Catholic priest scandals?
Have you seen the movie
I'm talking about? It was a parody of. Whoa.
I have seen the movie Chef, and I have seen the movie Spotlight, both of which were very good.
With Mark
Ruffalo, Michael Keaton, which Michael Keaton was rumored to be playing the Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, really?
I saw some reports that he was in talks, but later on I saw reports that he might have dropped out of the project.
Oh,
So,
speaking of
that sucks.
speaking
It would
of
have been
Mike-
really good to see him
Yeah.
in the role. Sorry.
speaking of Michael Keaton, Keanu. What do you guys think about Keanu?
It looks pretty entertaining. I probably won't see it in theaters. I'll probably wait until home release, but yeah.
Yeah.
Is it made? Is it intentionally a parody of John Wick?
Keegan Michael Key.
Key and Peele was a great show. So.
Yeah, Key and Peele. Oh, I was thinking of Michael Key, not Michael Key. Oh.
Michael Keaton,
Yeah,
Birdman,
you
Michael
don't-
Keaton, Batman, Michael
don't-
Keaton.
Yeah, I was like, why were you thinking about Key and Peele, Michael Key? But
Why-
okay, I goofed.
Is there something wrong with thinking about Key and Peele, Michael Keaton? No, I'm joking.
Well,
Don't judge
I'm
my
looking forward to
choices.
Keanu because I like cats, and
Cats. I got a cat scan a while ago. They said it was stage 4. You know, but I mean, carry on.
I've actually had a cat scan. Those aren't. They're weird.
Did you get radiation poisoning?
Sadly, no.
Government is farce. The end is not. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. You hear that, NSA? I didn't mean that seriously.
Don't tell me.
So I forgot what was the topic again.
Favorite comic characters?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start us off. By far, my favorite comic book character of all time is the classic Corey Baxter. Now, I don't know if you count manga as comics, but I mean, Corey Baxter through and through, along with the expert anime, Corey in the House, is by far probably the greatest form of entertainment, quite simply, ever created.
I think we have to
the
rule out Corey
material
Baxter, 'cause that's
truly
all I
transcends the page or the screen, and
I think we have
touches
to
it.
rule out Corey Baxter because I think he's all our favorites.
Never in your life rule out Corey Baxter.
Well, my favorite Marvel DC superhero. I'd say it's a really close. It's a really close between Captain America and Star-Lord.
Ooh,
Okay.
Star-Lord.
Well, tell me, what do you love about them, their characters?
Well, Captain
What
America,
makes them
I
your
like. I like Captain America because he's the story of an underdog. Wasn't that fit and stuff, and then he's always.
You know who
he
else
always,
had the story of an underdog?
Corey Baxter.
Hitler.
Oh.
Carry on. No, I'm just...
Another like he was just a pretty solid dude. He's usually was always in the right.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
was. He
yeah,
fought the
Who else was always in
Nazis.
the right?
yeah, he fought the Nazis. Yeah.
Who, Mason?
If you say Hitler,
Stalin.
Dolan. So
what about Star-Lord?
Well, he just seems like a pretty cool dude. Like, you know, his dad is like, you know, a bounty hunter dude who thought was dead or something, and he doesn't like his dad, and so he's like, and then he himself is, you know, the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which, you know, is pretty cool itself. And I think, you know, Chris Pratt and Chris Evans.
The Chris's.
Yeah, the two Chris's. They were pretty good interpretations of, you know, Captain America and Star-Lord.
And I mean, obviously the character's gained a lot of exposure through the movies. I mean, talk about a movie comedic from beginning to end. I mean, that opening scene had me cracking up, right?
Yes.
I mean, with like his mother on her deathbed, reaching out for her son,
I thought you were talking about the one where he's like walking and kicking the rats and stuff, not the, you know, the mother.
that's the joke.
I think we all forgot about that scene.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I did, because I think I skipped past it more than I
take my hand.
Peter, take my hand. That was horrible.
My favorite character, both through the comics and the movie, my favorite character in general, though, through every form of media, really, is Batman. I think it's no surprise to anyone that Batman is my favorite. As someone who has read a lot of the comics, as someone who has watched a lot of the different TV shows, be it Batman the Animated Series, The Batman, even a little bit of Brave and Bold action, some of that Adam West Batman, like 76 action. I really love the character. Pretty much every facet of him is amazing. He's got an interesting and classic backstory, what with his parents being gunned down, vigilante justice, you know. He becomes a bat and everything. He gets stabbed by a hooker, almost dies. Bat flies through the window in year one. Good stuff. He becomes a bat. I think he's got the best rogues gallery in all of comics. Not that anyone's really heavily arguing against that. The only person who can go toe to toe with him in that department is probably Spider-Man, and I would still give the edge to Batman. I mean, you've got villains with tragic backstories like Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn. You've got Killer Croc, obviously, with his skin conditions and stuff. You've got villains who are just utterly terrifying and who's kind of got a mystery origin in some respects, but like Mr. Joker, Pig. Obviously, Scarecrow, what with his bullying and stuff. Every character has a backstory of their own. Every character has clear motives to what they're doing. You see the pain that every character goes through and what drives them to do their actions, you know. You understand the layers in the character, and that envelops you into the story, into the characters, into everything. That's what drives you. That's what pulls them towards you. You know, even guys like the Mad Hatter, you know, lower stuff, guys who don't matter as much as, per se, the big guys, each have their things about them, each have themes and such that are based off of them, things that they, origins, complex backstories that define them. And, they just have really cool abilities, obviously. I mean, Mr. Freeze, I mean, that's cool and whatnot. But I think that it really works to complete the... You gonna make a joke? You gonna make a pun? You gonna comment on the pun that I made? Is that what you're gonna do?
Guys, I did good.
What'd you do?
I in big neon letters I wrote that's pretty good.
On what?
Sidelined my speech.
Just Nick, you gotta admit.
To make a long story short, George Clooney was the best Batman ever. Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, for the win. Joel Schumacher is a genius. Goodbye now. Yeah, in all seriousness, I do love the character of Batman. I love the world surrounding him. Gotham is such a unique place. It's got that dark atmosphere, but it still has that little shimmer of hope.
because of Batman, because of the Bat family, which I also love the Bat family surrounding him. Nightwing, Red Hood, Red Robin, Stephanie Brown is like spoiler, even as Robin at points, and even Batgirl at points, Oracle, Alfred, if you want to count him too. I mean, he's a very important character as well. Damian, Batwoman, obviously, both Batwomans. Ace the Bat Hound. Heck, I'll even count Ace. I mean, who doesn't love Ace? You guys love Ace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace is the best. Ace is the place with helpful hardware.
Store.
But everything about the world surrounding him, as well as the character himself, the complex stories that he's been a part of, and the various themes and philosophies involved with what he does, why he does it, and why the people around him do and act like they do. The whole place is fascinating. So for me, my all-time favorite character has to be Batman, and I know we did this as a lead-up to Civil War, so we're probably going to be covering a lot of Marvel, but I feel like overall Batman, he beats them all.
Okay. Mason, what about you?
You know, there's so many great characters that I can't really narrow it down to one of the best. So...
Yeah, but we're doing, like, multiple people.
Okay, so I'd say for one of my more favorite ones, probably Daredevil, because, I mean, look at this. This guy can't even see, and yet he's protecting an entire city.
He's still kicking butt.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, he also has,
That's true.
Well, he's not protecting the entire city. I mean, we have, like, you know, it is New York.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you've got Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist maybe out there, you know.
Well, I mean, you also have Iron Man and the Avengers, because, you know, New York.
Well, true, but I doubt that they go over with the little stuff in Hell's Kitchen. They're dealing with bigger issues than a simple mugging, you know.
Okay.
But, I mean, go ahead, Mason.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Got anything more to add?
Not at the moment, no.
I also have another superhero.
Nothing about anything. It's just it.
Yep.
I got another hero.
Who, Gilbert? Who?
Yep.
I know this isn't like, he's not really like a big person that I like, but I still do like him. I do like Iron Man for one. I forgot to mention Iron Man, even though, you know, he messes up in some places, pretty cool. And I do like Reed Richards, or, you know,
the stretchy guy.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic. Because, I mean, he just seems like a guy who's trying to do the right thing, and, well, like, I'm saying the same thing as Captain America, but he also has a sense of, you know, something should be left undiscovered, because, you know, he's a scientist.
I don't know, he probably messes around with a lot of stuff, you know?
Yeah, but he draws the line.
He's a pretty terrible husband and father.
Yeah, that's why I like him.
I don't know, Franklin Richards is pretty awesome.
Yeah. He is. He's pretty much a god.
He is my god.
He is my god. Yeah, exactly. He's my religious deity. I think Franklin is the new Jesus.
But y'all can't forget about our favorite superhero, Hawkeye.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
In all seriousness, Squirrel Girl is pretty OP. I mean, she has defeated Galactus, Thanos, Doctor Doom. I mean,
and what
She's
stories? I want to read
good credentials.
What stories, Nick?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you can get the unbeatable Squirrel Girl stuff.
I want to read these now.
Local bookstores. They're pretty good. I hear, maybe. I don't know. I know it's super effective. Mr. Faust, you know, Faust Koiv, did them indeed give them positive.
Should we move on to favorite villains now?
No, we're splitting these up.
No, we're saving that for a whole new for our own topic. Don't jump the gun.
Should we go to other superheroes?
I was thinking, I was actually gonna, I was gonna keep listing off superheroes if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Just
yeah,
my
you
ideas.
scrub. Stole your ideas. That's so mean and hurtful of you.
Okay, we'll name your guys' next superhero.
Okay, well I'll tell you what. I gotta say one of my favorites personally, and this is not one of the most popular characters either. Same with Reed Richards. In fact, he's probably even less recognizable. But as far as the Marvel side goes, and as far as X-Men goes, my favorite X-Men is Nightcrawler.
X-Men is
yes. I mean, the character design obviously is amazing. I absolutely love the character design, the costume and everything. The blue skin or fur, the eyes, the glowing eyes, as well as the long tail. I mean, and it's neat how even though he's got this demonic appearance, he's actually knowing that people will judge him because of that. They'll automatically be scared. He makes an effort to be as happy as possible, to be as charming as possible. And so, even though you might expect one thing, you get in another. He's just a fun character to read and to see, and he's got a cool power to boot. I mean, who wouldn't want teleportation? I mean, the beginning scene of X2, X-Men United,
travel,
that's one of the best. That's probably one of the best scenes as far as movies go, like, where it's just depicting a character using their powers. Kind of like it kind of reminded me of the Quicksilver scene in Days of Future Past, where we really get to shine a spotlight on the fantastic abilities that they can do. So, Nightcrawler, he's not the most popular X-Man around. He's not the most popular character.
He was my favorite.
And he's not one of the first characters that immediately comes to mind. But I gotta say, he easily takes the cake as far as X-Men go.
He was my favorite.
What do you guys
X-Men
think
as a
about
kid.
him? You are a kid.
Well, when I was an elementary school kid.
Okay. Who is your favorite mutant now?
Probably Gambit.
So tell us your thoughts on Gambit right now.
I mean, he's just an OG. He can make anything explode. He has an OG bow staff. He's just like the OG of OG.
He does have an OG bow staff. That's true. Although I've always wondered, why doesn't he just throw the bow staff instead of cards if he wants a big impact?
He can't just replace it. Cards are easy for him to replace.
True, but I mean, it's not like there's not a surplus of bow staffs. I mean,
I don't know if there is.
I know you can't just go out to Walmart and buy a bow staff and whatnot, but I feel like it's not like stated to be made out of like adamantium or something.
You can go to Academy Sports and get your bow staffs.
But, true, exactly. Heck, you could use a pool noodle as a bow staff. Probably wouldn't work well, but you could.
Also, I learned something about adamantium. Both Wolverine's skeleton and Captain America's shield are adamantium, but they're different adamantium.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Tell us more.
Well, I don't remember, but there was this one. If you watch the latest Comics Explained video about Captain America's shield, you'd know. Or if you watched his Periscope about Captain America's shield.
I gotta say, I like the one of the things I like about Gambit a lot, the costuming on him. If you think about it, it really shouldn't work at all. I mean, his color's like brown and pink. He's got this weird headscarf thing, like a head sock, with just a face cut out. He wears a trench coat, knee-high boots, but somehow they make it work, and it makes it look cool. So, good on you, Gambit. Good on you.
Yeah, I actually do like Gambit as well. I was going to be my next pick, but Mason...
Murder Mason, then, and prevent the stealing of your other picks.
Yes, murder me and prevent meme stealing.
Meme stealing's not cool, man.
It's not.
My dishes. Well, I'm trying to think about my next character.
I know one of mine that I'm thinking of, if you can't think of one of yours, if you need more time.
Well,
You can go ahead and go.
Okay, this actually isn't from Marvel or DC. It's from Image Comics, and that is Invincible, Mark Grayson. Now, it has been a little while since I've picked up Invincible book. I read them in, like, the huge volume chunks where it's, like, 12 issues in one book or something crazy. Probably even more than that. But, I picked up the book, not knowing what to expect. I'm not a big, normally I just read Marvel DC. I don't indulge in indies, or, separate or other publishing companies a lot. But, I picked up Invincible, and I was really shocked by how good it is. It's written by Kentucky native Robert, whatever his face is, I forgot. Robert Kirkman, who did The Walking Dead. And, it's a really good comic, and I ended up really liking the character of Invincible. Because he has to deal with a whole lot throughout the series going around him. He has to deal with a whole lot of shifting emotions and trust problems and whatnot with people. He has to go through and endure a whole lot of stuff, and through it all he perseveres. He always comes out on top despite the difficulties, and he always grows and improves as a person, and you get to see that throughout, because it's a pretty long, ongoing run right now, and you get to see that. I didn't even get to read up to the full thing, you know. I didn't get to read up to the most recent stuff, even. I just read a whole lot of it, but you get to really see him progress, and you get to see his relationship with other characters progress and change, and see how all that affects not just him, but also the other people. You see the effect that he has on other people, and it's interesting to say the least. It's not the most popular series, but it's really good.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, Invincible is one of my favorites.
That's pretty good.
What about you guys?
Well, this is actually from a movie. It was a Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson movie.
Samuel L. Jackson!
What's the movie called again?
Unbreakable.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
That is pretty
And
good.
I really liked, hey, that's pretty good. I really liked, David Dunn in it. Like, you know, he's invincible.
The Rainmaker.
He's invincible except for, you know, like water. And then he has invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know,
Are you having a
his kid almost
seizure?
shoots him. No. His kid almost shoots him, and then, like, he almost drowns, and those kids save him. Or he doesn't save his mother.
Wait, I don't think this is the movie that I was thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What movie were you thinking of?
I think it was called called Unbroken.
Oh, isn't that the one with, like...
Isn't that the one that Angelina Jolie directed?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because if it is, I fell asleep during that.
It was
About World War
okay.
II.
It wasn't the best
Yeah.
movie, but it was okay. Yeah.
It was a pretty okay movie as far as what I remember, but I did end up falling asleep during it, so that's not the best of signs.
One of the you know, the main Japanese guy.
Main Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He said he was
Sure.
scared for his kids to watch it. He didn't want his kids to watch it.
Why?
Because the way
What a scrub.
he whipped people.
He beats him.
Yeah, he beats them, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't ever want my kids to watch this."
What a scrub.
My
Hope his
favorite
kids watch
superhero.
it and they're scarred and they hate their father forever, and then they make him drink bleach.
My favorite superhero is Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
You know, honestly, I used to watch Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, he's a
Of
hero.
course, I'm joking, of course.
You guys seen the
Did
Rebel
you come up
Taxi?
with
The Rebel Taxi overpopulation one?
Yes, with Ted Turner and his like many kids, but he's preaching about overpopulation. I wonder if he killed any of those kids. No, I'm just kidding.
Eugenics at its finest.
Eugenics really does the case, and ice cream by a shooting star.
As I stand in July, and yeah, it's a good song.
It is a good song.
So Nick, I'm sorry, but this is a little late. You said one of your favorite all-time hero was Batman. What's your favorite incarnation of the Batman?
It is my favorite all-time.
What's your favorite
incarnation?
Would it have to be the Batman and Robin Batman?
Oh, you know what? Clooney did such a great job. I mean, the nipples on the bat suit, that took some real artistic genius.
Chicks dig the car. The bat card. Never leave home without it.
Oh yeah. Gotta love that bat card.
I saw a movie that I hadn't heard of before. Batman versus Robin.
Oh yeah. I read the comic too. It's by Grant Morrison, the same guy who did that in the Arkham Asylum. Serious. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking like that because it's a really bad impression. It doesn't sound Scottish. I almost said Scottish.
Would it have to be the Christopher Nolan trilogy?
In all honesty, my favorite incarnation. You mean like movies, TV shows, that type of thing?
Movie, comic, universe, whatever. Favorite portrayal.
Okay. Overall, it would probably have to be pretty much anything of the Kevin Conroy Batman. Although I'll shorten it down to the animated series, along with his work on the Justice League and the Arkham games. Because that is very true. All those are very true to the Batman character, and he made the best Batman in my opinion. And that's out of all the actors and all the different things. He really brought the character to life. Even though it was just a vocal performance, we did get to see. Obviously, we saw the character, be it a video game or the TV shows, but he really brought it to life through his voice. It was just a true incarnation of the character at its finest, all three mediums. The DC animated universe, of course, is always regarded as amazing, and I have to agree, especially whenever it starts out with something as strong as the animated series, and it's got stuff like that. But you really got to see how intelligent Batman was. You got to see the detective side of Batman a lot, which is something that a whole lot of incarnations of it do lead out. I don't want it to be all about the detective side of Batman per se. I like the action aspect too, which there was plenty of in the cartoons and the vidja games. We did get to see that side of Batman enough too. It was a perfect balance, really. So I gotta give it to him, the Kevin Conroy Batman, his incarnation. As far as comics go, maybe like Dark Knight Returns Batman. I love the Snyder Batman throughout the Court of Owls. He did a good job with that, definitely. I like reading Jeff Loeb's Batman whenever he writes him, like in Hush or Long Halloween. He does a really good job there. So that's probably comic stuff as far as just overall writers who's done it, and from stories he's done. And then as far as movies, if we're talking Batman specifically, as in just the character, that's tough. I mean, Keaton, I'd probably give it to Keaton as far as favorite. Bale did a really great Bruce Wayne, though. And then Ben Affleck, of course. He did great, but
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Keaton. I don't agree with how they did Batman per se, with like the killing and stuff, but I feel like Ben Affleck as Batman's good though, and I'm super duper excited about him getting to direct the Batman solo movie, and with like complete creative control over it. But I got to give it to Keaton overall just from what I've seen, of course, we did have 2 movies with Keaton, so that's a little bit more than Affleck in his one movie, but right now Keaton is what I'm gonna go for movies, but overall, Conroy Batman. Same with the Joker. With Joker, I give it to Ledger as far as movies go. I do Hamill just a little bit above Ledger maybe, but that's really hard just because Hamill's had more of a body of work and more influence on the character. More influence, well, maybe not more influence on the character as a whole, but he's done more with the character and has gotten a chance. But he's still only above Ledger a little bit, because Ledger's performance was wholly unique and it was great. Nicholson was good. Cesar Romero's was probably the worst as far as live action goes.
What about the Suicide Squad one?
Jared Leto. Well, I mean, I haven't seen the movie yet.
He's spooky.
I don't like the tattooed appearance. I think it's fine if you want to put maybe like a few tattoos on the Joker. It doesn't mind, but whenever you've got him all tatted up with like damaged across his forehead, that's just stupid. But I do love Jared Leto as an actor. He's super talented as an actor. So I'm sure unless the material they give him is just crap, Jared Leto will do a good job as Joker. But I can't judge it until I've seen it. So yeah. I can judge the look of the character though, because I have seen the look, and the look is stupid.
It's an emo Joker. Like the only reason
it's like neo-Nazi Joker.
It's neo-Nazi Joker. Yeah.
All tatted up. Yeah.
Silver teeth and all.
Mm-hmm.
Mason, who do you think one of your other favorite superheroes would have to be?
Hobie Brown, the Prowler. Obviously.
You know, Corey Baxter, he's a great hero. If not for him, the world of anime would not have anything good.
That's true. He is a hero.
He's more than a hero. He's a buster.
Baxter.
He's a god. He's a buster.
He's a buster.
Corey, you a buster.
Nah.
Let's get back to.
In honesty,
go ahead.
Black Panther's pretty OG.
Oh,
Black Panther is pretty OG.
I mean, look at him. His father was killed. He rules a country.
He rules a super technologically advanced country too. I mean, he's probably richer than Stark. I mean, Wakanda's awesome. Plus, he gets all that vibranium to himself. All that vibranium to himself. He doesn't have to give it to anybody if he don't want to. He rules the country. I'd say Black Panther is pretty OG.
I mean, think about it. He probably is one of the most powerful human characters in Marvel.
Definitely. I'd say I might go as far as to say he is the most powerful human character in Marvel.
Well, I mean, but Franklin Richards is a mutant.
Yeah, Franklin Richards.
And they're not human.
I'd say actually Iron Man, simply because, he has the entire Avengers on his side. But I'm just talking about...
No, we're talking one-on-one.
Black Panther has an entire army of tribesmen on his side.
Yeah, I mean, plus Black Panther is an Avenger too, I mean...
Yeah, but I'm talking about currently, we don't know. And I know we know, but we don't know, like... You know what I mean?
No.
Well, I mean, you're thinking about, like, cinematic universe. I'm talking,
I'm thinking
Black Panther in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're talking about Black Panther in general, then yeah, he is part of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure who do you think could win in a fight, Black Panther or Stark?
I feel like Stark would win, but Black Panther has the more power as a person.
Yeah. I don't know, it'd be a tough fight.
Think about it, Nick. Stark can fly.
True. But you don't think Black Panther, being one of the smartest characters in the Marvel Universe, could pull up some chicanery from his sleeve and mess up some of that suit some of that suit's actions, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He could have like a vibranium net or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, why doesn't the character have that? A vibranium net? Like that's how you stop all characters. Vibranium
Well, it
net.
wouldn't really be able to flow as a net. It'd be metal.
Like,
so, I mean,
like a chain link. Or like a fiber.
Yeah. I'm not sure how this character has gone unsaid so far, but one of my personal favorites as well, Spider-Man. Who doesn't love Spider-Man?
Me.
And it's not so much that even his power set is that great, but it's just him as a character. He just works on so many levels, right? I mean, he starts off as this nerdy kid, and he becomes Spider-Man, this like quippy, fast-paced, strong superhero. And it's the true underdog story, like I said. I mean, it's really him rising up and becoming basically everything that he ever wanted to be in that one moment. He gets to become something. He gets the ultimate escape, basically, other than the sweet release of death, of course. He gets the ultimate escape. Yeah, and he really gets to enjoy that. And he struggles, the struggles that he's been through. He's got a tragic backstory, what with his Uncle Ben.
Uncle
his
Ben Rice
being dead.
Uncle Ben's Rice, the
Uncle
best
Ben's
game
Rice.
of 20.
Yes. Definitive game of the year. Uncle Ben's Rice.
And it's an indie game at that.
Oh yeah. It's probably the most impressive indie game I've ever seen. Probably the most impressive game I've ever seen, period.
No Man's Sky might outdo it in the best indie game, but...
No. Uncle Ben's Rice. Uncle Ben's Rice. But yeah, he's got this tragic backstory, what with Uncle Ben and his parents. He's taking care of like a dying aunt. He's probably got like only a couple of months in her anyways, but he still loves her and whatnot. Protects her. He's got all these different love interests and friends who end up dying because of him. Like he snaps Gwen Stacy's neck by accident because of the whiplash. I mean, Harry Osborn ends up dead. Everybody ends up dead. But he still manages to find joy in it all. He still manages to carry on, even after thinking about quitting multiple times, you know. He grits his teeth and he goes on and he persists, and we all cheer him. And Spider-Man is just a great character. Maybe he doesn't have the best powers in the but in the Marvel Universe, and maybe, maybe he can't beat everyone. Maybe he's not OP, and But when it comes down to it, he's got the perfect balance of allies and friends and supporting characters, as well as villains, because he's got a great villain cast as well.
Rhino.
Both of which are like strangers that he didn't know, and are of people close to him, like Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, all that sort of stuff. So I mean, it's a great.
It says we're up to 8. It says we're up to 8 viewers, so I guess we're really hitting it off.
Well, man.
Yeah.
We're famous.
We're famous.
Same with Miles Morales, Spider-Man, as well. Now, I have not read all of the Ultimate stuff. As a matter of fact, I think I've only read up to Volume 5 of the initial Bendis run. Or Volume 4 or something along those lines. But I really do like the Miles Morales character, just like a lot of people. I was skeptical whenever they decided to off Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe, because really Peter Parker was the only, in a sense, really the only consistently good thing with the Ultimate Universe. Everything else was pretty iffy at that point. You had the Ultimate Fantastic Four, which sucked a lot. The X-Men, which wasn't that great. But Spider-Man, though, Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man, was really the gem of all of it. So to kill off what was really their main selling point, what was their cream of the crop, I was skeptical because of that, and to replace him made me even more skeptical. I ended up really liking the character a lot more than I thought I would. I think he surprised a lot of people, and he's ended up being a whole lot of fun. He's got an interesting backstory. What with him, getting bit by one of the radioactive spiders after his, uncle, who's, shady uncle, who ends up dying, actually, who's, the Prowler and stuff. But that's a whole different can of worms, brings it home, and he's got this father with, a bad past, but he just wants to make things right, and his father doesn't approve of superheroes, but Miles is a superhero, and he's got this mom whom, things don't turn out the best for his mom. And he has to deal with all this stuff, all this new stuff. He has to deal with taking over the mantle, the legacy of that world's Peter. And he has to deal with going on and caring about that and dealing with what was Peter's struggle now being thrust onto his shoulders while also trying to live through, college and whatnot. So, or school and it's really interesting. The cast around him is interesting, like I said. And notice how I keep bringing up the cast around the characters, too. I mean, the characters, I think, are just as easily defined by their villains and their cast as they are themselves. So, I think Spider-Man, be it 616 Peter Parker, be it Ultimate Peter, or Miles, even, is just a great character. They've done a great job with him.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Who have you guys conjured up?
Mason.
Nobody.
Mason,
Really?
you wanna go?
I don't have anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the Hulk. I mean, because he deals with this internal struggle of not wanting to harm anything around him because he thinks he's a monster and stuff.
He is a freak.
Yeah. We do know.
What, Nick?
I said we know.
Yeah, and so
And he's got this internal struggle of wanting to be peaceful, wanting to be docile, but he also turns into a big green angry rage monster.
And then also stuff like, he is
Hulk.
I don't know how to describe it. He's just he tries to be peaceful, but he can never be peaceful. And then
He's constantly at war with himself.
yeah,
And of his dueling personalities, is what we'll say.
yeah. And then for example, I don't really like the new Hulk. I like the actor who plays him. I just don't like how he becomes huge and stuff as a not really super realistic Hulk. I mean, when I think of Hulk, I think of
No
7
offense,
foot.
but I don't know that I would call a giant green monster in any capacity realistic, but
yeah. But you know what I mean, something that makes more even for example Spider-Man. It made sense that it was in the realm of plausibility.
Mhm.
But
They do make their backstories seem grounded in science and stuff, which is really neat. I do like that about the Marvel Universe.
I think I'm sorry. I think I'm thinking about the 2008 Hulk, where he's 2 stories tall.
What?
You know which one I'm talking about.
The Ang Lee Hulk is pretty terrible too.
Yeah. Okay. I do like the newer Hulk because he's not as large. He's still large, but not Hulkish, massive.
Also, Mark Ruffalo is pretty cool.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mark Ruffalo reminds me of the dude who played Anakin in the original trilogy, or not the original trilogy, the crappy trilogy.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Mark Ruffalo is actually a good actor, and unlike Hayden Christensen.
Kristen Hayden, you know what I mean? Because when he's talking, he kind of has that little quiver in his voice.
If you are not with me, then you are my enemy.
I don't like sand.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Okay, no, I retract that statement. Irotech was
rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Much like this movie. Much like this movie.
Exactly. Goes everywhere. It's rough to watch.
The smooth.
I don't like Attack of the Clones. It's long and rough and irritating, and it goes everywhere. Not like Empire. You got another hero in the oven, Mason? Got another one?
Well,
as I understand, you are a fan of Nightwing, weren't
Silver
you?
Surfer.
Yeah, Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer.
He's pretty great and all. I mean, yeah, he's like an embodiment of hope. He tries to help people who are helpless. He has the cosmic.
He does.
Whatever that thing's called, the power cosmic.
Yeah, the power cosmic, which is OP.
Yeah, he's pretty much, he surfs on a silver surfboard. I mean, how can you not be savage when you can do that?
That is pretty savage, I'm not gonna lie. Surfing on a silver surfboard. Surfboard.
Plus, he's like one of the only good members of the Fantastic Four. Which is not even four of them since he's
Beyonce song?
Yeah. What?
Wasn't Surfboard a really crappy Beyonce song?
Surfboard. I don't think that was Drunken Love was the name of the song, I think.
Yeah, it's still crappy.
I gotta tell you though, another, I don't know if you would consider him a hero or not. I would. He's not necessarily what would be the typical superhero, but I would consider him a hero nonetheless. Dream of the Endless, the Sandman or Morpheus, whatever you want to call him, he goes by many names. But the Sandman is probably my favorite all-time story, comic book run. I've read it in its entirety.
I've read the first issue.
Sandman,
you've read the first volume. You've read the first volume.
Which Sandman?
No, it's not.
Neil Gaiman's
it's a trade paperback. It collects multiple issues. That's just the first of many volumes.
Which Sandman?
Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
DC's Vertigo Comics Sandman, the one that's like
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
The Sandman is probably my favorite my all-time favorite comic book run. I really just love the series, and I love multiple characters from it. My favorite character from it would actually probably be Death from that series, because I do like what they did. I liked what they did with the character because they did something very unique and something that we never seen before normally with the Death. But I don't know that I would necessarily consider her a hero. But Dream, on the other hand, the central character of the Sandman, I would. Now, he just kind of this stoic dude who he's trapped for like years, like 60 years, and returning back to the dreaming world. He has to adjust to that. He has to reclaim everything that he has, and he has to go back to ruling the dreaming. It's really interesting to see his journey. And it's really interesting to see him, after being gone so long, accept the changes that's been made to his realm, accept what's happened to him, and have to get back up onto his feet and start running. You know what I mean? And even though he is kind of this somber, self-loathing, in a sense, type of dude, he just tries and tries. You gotta get up and cry. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah. Does
right
that.
After I get done being scarred.
What? Did I scar you?
Yes.
Let's see how it is. Ba-na-na-na-na. You know the sad violin song?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm getting off. Oh, dang. Yeah, he's just a fascinating character. He's really interesting. He's in the end, he ends up doing a lot of good for a lot of people, but he doesn't take crap either. He will straight up wreck some fools, you know what I'm saying? He'll murk some fools if he needs to, but he's also willing. He'd be noble enough to sacrifice himself at the same time. He's someone who cares a lot about different people and about different things. He cares about the dreaming and the waking world. He cares about maintaining that, and he cares about like death, and his the good member of the family, death, and delirium and stuff, and he wants the best for people, and he's all about helping people at the same time, and wanting to manifest dreams and see those come true, and helping people reach them, and experimenting with life and death and that sort of thing, and dreaming. So even though he probably wasn't my favorite character from the series as a whole, he's still a character that left an impression on me, and is one of my all-time favorite heroes in my book. So yeah. Whoa.
I got one.
I'm surprised nobody's brought up Deadpool yet.
Well, yeah, I was.
Yeah. You guys left out the most important Avenger.
What? Thor?
Deadpool.
He's not really.
Well, in the comics he was an Avenger.
I mean, he's on Cap's. He's on like the Cap team of the Avengers right now.
There was a arc of comics where he was an Avenger.
Yeah, no, he's like an Avenger right now, I think too. Like he's on like the Cap team. Like they've got. It's not like Civil War where they like split them up just because they're like fighting or something. I don't think. But they've got like Cap's
I don't know exactly
like,
what happens.
Cap's leading and team that Iron Man's leading, and like Iron Man's team is the official funded one, and Cap's got the other. But he's on Cap's team right now, I do believe, which is that's not like the main Avengers team though. Like
it was on. I saw it on a.
I know he's participated with the event. I know he's participated in multiple like Avenger activities, and he's worked with Avengers, and he's been on a few teams, but I don't think he's ever been on the official Avengers.
There was one comic where he was. I saw it on a Comics Explained video like the other day. What happened was he was the Avengers needed his help, but he said he would only help if Tony Stark made him an Avenger. So Tony Stark made him an Avenger.
Well, there are a lot of people who become Avengers, but that doesn't mean they get to be on the main team.
I think he was. I'm not entirely sure.
You've got like West Coast Avengers, they're Avengers.
I'll have to try to find what video it was, but
Uncanny
West Coast Avengers?
Yeah, that's like wherever some of the Avengers went to like California and fought on the West Coast.
What?
With Tupac?
That was the thing. Yeah, with Tupac, yeah.
Tupac and Biggie.
You even had the Great Lakes Avengers, but they weren't official Avengers. They were a bunch of crappy people who wanted to imitate the Avengers, and they all had lame powers. And the Avengers, I think, even threatened to sue them, so they had to change their name. That's how terrible they were. So then they became like the Great Lakes X-Men or something, which they're not X-Men. And then they became like, I forgot what they're called now. Ah, crap. Doesn't matter, they're stupid, jokey characters. I mean, there's Doorman, Big Bertha, Mr. Invincible. Squirrel Girl was on there. She's pretty much the only noteworthy character, though.
What's the power of Squirrel Girl?
She can control squirrels.
Oh, Jesus.
Gilbert, she defeated Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I was just saying, oh, Lord Jesus.
She defeated Thanos.
That's like, I feel like that's the ultimate troll of Marvel Comics. Like, yeah, we have all these, like, you know, all-powerful superheroes, and then freaking Squirrel Girl defeats Galactus.
Well,
how did she do it, Nick? How'd she do it?
She basically just has him enveloped in squirrels. They just completely override him.
She turns him into a squirrel, and then makes
they
himself
basically
up a cliff.
just... I mean, she basically just has them buried in a bunch of squirrels that just come in a rampage. I mean, Gilbert, you can't tell me that if there are billions of squirrels coming on top of you, you could beat them. I mean, don't lie to me like that.
No, I couldn't, because, you know, at least like 5 to 10 million of those squirrels have rabies.
Rabies. That's true, that's true. Even if they didn't get you, even if they didn't suffocate you or kill you right then on the spot, if you did manage to escape, you'd end up dead with that rabies action, you know what I'm saying? Gotta love that rabies action. I do love that rabies action. So, Scarlet Witch. Ooh. What do you guys think about Scarlet Witch? I think she's pretty much the most OP character in the Marvel Universe, aside from, like, obvious ones like Franklin Richards and stuff. Probably as far as...
The one overall.
The one above all, you mean?
Same difference, Nick.
Who is this Franklin Richards?
Reed Richards' son.
Oh.
He's basically like an Omega level mutant.
Oh. He is an Omega level mutant, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. It's his highest power level. It's over 9,000! But yeah, Scarlet Witch is immensely powerful too, and I think, as far as the cinematic universe goes, she probably has to be the most powerful. The only character who could really pretty much match up to her is Vision, but I think she could probably top Vision on a good day. It depends. It'll be interesting to see them face off each other, especially since in the comics they were romantic interest in each other, even bearing children. The children were later erased from reality, and then you had that whole House of M thing because of the children, and no more mutants, and then, you know, they come back.
I thought House of M was because either her or Franklin Richards.
Yes, it's because she said no more mutants, but she was put in that was because she was put in such a distraught state over the fact that her kids were like erased or something, I believe.
Well, that's her fault.
Later, because she altered reality, she brought them back. So that's the good news. And then slowly the X gene was recovered in Avengers vs. X-Men, and now things are good. Well, the Inhumans came along and their Terrigen Mist done went and murked a whole lot of the X-Men.
Didn't she also make Magneto and his entire family like the top above humans?
Like the top? Yeah, they were like Magneto was like the king of the world pretty much.
Where do you read all this?
Bruh.
In comics.
Yeah, comics.
Yeah, but where do you get all your comics?
I haven't read House of M. Mainly, I gather a lot of any info that I don't gather in comics, I gather from comic book YouTubes and Wikipedia. Comic book YouTubers. I'll send you like a whole bunch. I'll send you a list of comic book YouTubers that I watch, Gilbert. But they cover a whole lot of different stories and topics. Yeah, I've read a lot of this stuff though. I do have Children's Crusade in which Scarlet Witch meets up with her children for the first time. I actually own that book. That's one of mine. Hey
guys.
Yeah, she later even gets to meet him. Speed and Wiccan. What?
We're at an hour and 30 minutes now, so...
How many viewers?
I don't know.
0.
Let me check.
I bet 1. I bet 2.
I'm saying 5.
2 tops.
1.
Ah.
Correct.
Darn it.
Want to keep going?
I don't know.
Who is this one viewer?
I can't tell.
I was gonna cover like Captain Marvel.
I can't check. Okay, Nick.
Oh darn.
Cover Captain Marvel, then it'll be over.
Okay, well, Carol Danvers is a really interesting character because she's really only rose to major prominence in recent times, but I think she's a character that's really deserved it because she was one of Marvel's first kind of leading ladies in the Marvel universe. And for the longest time, she didn't really necessarily get the respect that she deserved. Not to like be but as someone who had pretty much immense power, like Captain Marvel, who she got her, which she's now Captain Marvel, but I'm talking about back when she was Miss Marvel. As someone who had gotten immense power from Captain Marvel and basically had those powers, there was a lot of untapped potential. But as years have gone by, thankfully she's gathered enough fan support and whatnot, and she's really become a popular character, both through really good writing in her comic book series, and because of the recognition of her power. So I think that she's a worthy character to have gotten all this attention from, and also think that she is a good character to boot. Yeah, Carol Danvers. I'm excited to see the movie that's the Captain Marvel movie that's been slated for release. In some years.
Yay!
Yeah,
2018 or 19.
Actually, I think it's 17, maybe. Or is it 18? I think it's 18.
I think it's 18. A lot of
is it 18?
A lot of the movies are coming out 18, like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and all that.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is 17.
Oh, really? I thought it was 18.
I think.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Infinity War, I'm sorry. Infinity War Part 1 is either
19,
2018.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is 2017.
Infinity War...
19 and 20, right?
No, it's
20, 21? It's 19, 20.
Infinity Wars is 18 and 19.
Oh man, I got wrecked. Oh, that hurt. Oh god, I'm wrecked.
Guardians
2 is 2017 though, I checked. I know they're working on that right now. I follow James Gunn on Instagram.
it's 17. Oh, who's James Gunn? I don't know who that is.
He's the director of Guardians. He's the director of Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Whoa.
As well as like some other good movies.
Gonna have to
like he
follow
directed
this.
Slither. He directed Super.
Slither.
I like the movie Super. That's on Netflix. It's a good movie, Super.
What's it rated?
Yeah, Super. R.
Oh.
It's got Rainn Wilson from The Office. It's pretty funny. Got
You
Ellen
make
Page.
movies.
It's got Kevin Bacon. He plays the villain.
Ooh,
Kevin Bacon as the villain. That's pretty good. But yeah. Are we ready to wrap things up?
Yep.
Yeah, let's wrap it up like a chicken wrap. Or turkey wrap if you're being healthy.
Oh man, that was sick. Dope beats. Who wants to do the outro?
Guess Gilbert since he did the intro.